Hello and welcome to PTI on the SBC network. I'm with Xander Hopp, Cooper Brooks, and Carter Long. Stephen A. compared Dak Prescott to Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott to Kirk Cousins in a tweet. What are your thoughts on this, Carter?
I think that Kirk Cousins is clearly a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, and I know that a lot of people are going to think that that's crazy and they're going to think I'm out of my mind, but I think that when you look at Dak, you look at a guy who's never going to win a Super Bowl, is never going to carry their team, and it shouldn't really be a discussion.
Xander, what are your thoughts?
Well, Dak Prescott has better passing yards. He has better touchdowns. He has a better QB rating. Now, he does have more interceptions, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that he has more passing yards. He has more touchdowns. He has the potential to lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl. He just needs the team that will help him along. It's not a quarterback that leads a team. It's the quarterback and his receivers that go to the Super Bowl. It's not just a quarterback.
That's a good point. Xander, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts on that are I think Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins is, because if you look at how Dak plays, all around basically, all the offensive weapons he has around him, he has a lot of receivers to choose from. And when you think about it, Dak shows commitment to his team every year. He goes out there, busts his butt off. He never misses time. He's always there to prepare. When Dak went out in 2020, he was still the leading guy in passing yards even while he was out until the quarterback caught up and took it. But that's why I think Dak's better, because he shows commitment and he shows up, but he just needs more. I don't know. I guess he's just an overall better quarterback because of what he does, and I believe that's why I think he will win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. There just needs to be stuff that needs to happen around him to fix it.
Sticking with the Cowboys, where do you think Trayvon Diggs ranks among the league's top corners, Carter?
I think he ranks nowhere near the league's top corners. I think when you look at guys like Tre'Davious White and you look at guys like Jalen Ramsey and Jair Alexander, those are guys that totally shut down one entire half of the field. And when you look at a guy like Trayvon Diggs, you look at a guy who's sure he had 11 interceptions, but the way that he plays the game is almost entirely predicated on getting those interceptions. You're never going to see these top 5, even top 10 corners give up nearly as many yards as Trayvon Diggs does. So I think he doesn't even come close to a top 5, let alone top 10 corner.
Cooper, what are your thoughts?
I think Trayvon Diggs does rank among one of the best corners in the league this year. As you can see, he led in interceptions. I think he was the interception and the ball coverage that he did when he was thrown out, he was just there to get it. There were so many plays where it was a pick six and he just read it right and he caught it. Like the pick six against the Patriots, he was right there. He just read it, ran right in for the end zone. He can just even in Alabama, he was a good corner. He had the what am I thinking? He's just an overall good cornerback because I believe that he can bring that mentality to the corners, and he could bring it to the other corners on the Cowboys team, and so that way anybody that he passes it on to, and they can learn from him, and he could teach them how to play right and lurk the quarterback and teach them when they're going to throw it to him.
I disagree. I think even when you get guys that do get a lot of interceptions, you look at J.C. Jackson, he has the most plays on the ball of any corner over the last 2 years. He doesn't give up that many yards, and I feel like you can get corners who will get nearly that amount of interceptions, but will not allow that many yards. So I don't think that he ranks close to being top 10 corner.
Xander, do you have any input on this?
It's just, this past season, he blew everybody out of the water. The closest quarterback to him had 6 interceptions. Trayvon Diggs had 11. He was in the right place at the right time to catch the ball that was thrown to him. And the reason he has all these is because the quarterbacks thought he was just overrated, and they thought he wouldn't be in the right place at the right time, and so they kept throwing to those receivers. The reason he was put there is because he had the ability to catch the ball, take it away. There were several times where he was wrestling with the other players to get the ball, and he won those fights. Now, he did give up yards, but that is still not compared to what he has been able to do with catching the ball and taking those catches.
Sticking in the conference, who do y'all think will take the NFC East? Carter?
I think that the Eagles are going to take the NFC East. I think that you looked at a strong year last year. They have a quarterback that they like in Jalen Hurts. I think if you look at their offseason additions, you look at the trade for A.J. Brown, you look at the drafting of Jordan Davis, you look at Nakobe Dean's drafting, even more underrated moves they make, signing Kaiser White. I think you're looking at a team that's going to have a stronger 2022 than they had 2021, and I think they're going to take this away from a frankly overrated Cowboys team.
Xander?
I totally disagree. The Cowboys had an amazing season last year, and that was when Dak Prescott was out for one game. If Dak Prescott can stay in the game all year, I think they can have a blast. They will. Now they might have a 12-5 season, but they have the team that can lead them to the playoffs and beyond. They have Dak Prescott. They have Michael Gallup. They have several other receivers that can catch the ball. They have Ezekiel Elliott. They have other running backs that can help Ezekiel Elliott on the field when he needs to take a step off. I think the Cowboys have the power and the ability to run the ball, take the passes, get down the yard. Their defense on the other side. They have Michael Gallup. They have Trayvon Diggs. They have, what is his name? They have Micah Parsons. They can take out the QBs. They can get the interceptions that they need to run that offense and keep that offense off the field and keep their offense on the field.
Cooper, your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with what Xander says. I mean, if you look at it, the Cowboys are like a dominant team. Like, I think that they run their division every year. Ever since Dak and Zeke got there, with their ways that they've been playing, I think that they run the division. The Eagles, I think we can just blow them out of the water like all the time. I don't fully trust Jalen Hurts with this squad, really. Like, on paper, they might look good with that squad, but really you don't know yet until they actually play. And the Cowboys have a good and easy schedule, so that can give them good and easy wins to win the division for this year. And I think they can go back-to-back this year and make the playoffs and make a good run, hopefully.
Thank you for watching PTI on the SBC Network. We'll see you next time.